Alright, you guys, so like I said, I'm getting used to this new phone thing. I've already taken one take on this and did not get it on film, but I guess that's the humor of it. I want to share a little bit about me and my son. So, this is a picture of me and my son Nicholas. And here's a few more pictures of me and my son Nicholas. Just want to share a couple memories, a couple pictures, give you guys a little information about who I am and what I've gone through. So with that being said, my son is an angel now. He passed away 11 years ago. But there's a few things that I've been wanting to share for probably the last 7 years. I want to be able to share with everybody, including the families that have been touched by my son in many different ways. So with that being said, my son was an organ donor, and I received a box from the Organ Donors Association, and it's beautiful. I opened it up, and it was letters and information of the results of the paper I signed in the hospital donating my son's organs. So I will go ahead and open these up and go over them really fast and share with you. This first letter, I'm not going to read it all the way. It says that I'll find a sealed envelope, which is right here, that I received that. This was with that, saying letters from the family that received my son's heart. Okay, so this one was the one that was amazing to me when it took me a moment to realize, wow, I made a difference when I signed those papers, and my son, just because he passed away doesn't mean that it was a horrible thing. It means that he was able to save 3 other people's lives. So here we go. Nicholas's heart was transplanted into a 6-year-old little girl who suffered heart failure for unknown reasons. Her mom is a nurse, and her dad is a dairy farmer. They raised their own vegetables, and she loved playing with her 2 younger sisters. Her mother is expecting another child in October. The lucky little girl is doing very well after transplant and will start 1st grade in the fall. So, this was August 15th, 2006. She started 1st grade. So this has been a long time, you guys. That makes me want to say that's how long I've been holding on to these. Like, these are basically in my underwear drawer, okay? Nicholas's liver was transplanted into an 8-year-old little girl from California struggling with ongoing liver problems. This was her 3rd transplant, but she is doing well and has been moved from intensive care to medical surgical floor in the hospital. A rambunctious, energetic child with a large extended family. She likes to play with trucks, cars, dolls, and as well video games. Okay, wow, that's amazing too. Nicholas's kidneys was transplanted into a 66-year-old woman whose kidneys failed due to diabetes and long-standing kidney disease. Married with 2 grown daughters and 1 adult son, she is a homemaker who enjoys caring for her home, her husband, and her children. Prior to transplant, she was on a machine that cleans the blood for over 2 years, free from constraints of dialysis. She can look forward to returning to her home and her activities with renewed energy and spirit. And then my son's handprint. So, if you want to know more about my son, it's easy to Google. I also have newspaper articles. And here's another one. So, you may wonder why I have a bag of hair right here. I grew up on the Indian Reservation in Warm Springs, Oregon, and I believe that when a loved one passes away that you cut your hair in respect and for a new start. And there's other in-depth reasons, but I had really long hair and I cut my hair off. I also have in this box a piece of his hair. I also have a special rock because we love rocks. And I have a dream catcher in here for him too. And I keep pictures. And while I put the pictures back in here, I'll show them again to you guys. Here's my little man. Here's another one. By that time, he loved God. We were going to church all the time. Here's one of his birthday parties. He wanted that cake. Here's another one of his birthday cakes and birthday parties. He ended up having blue come out of his nose for a week from that one. There's him and my little sister. That 1,000-watt smile. Him on his little bike adventures through the kitchen. Hold on. Oh, there's another birthday cake one. Alright, the final two. Okay, so, I did receive letters from the Bingham family. I received letters from the mother and the father. You can also look them up on YouTube. They have multiple children that have heart conditions that are unknown. I don't know exactly if they have figured it out yet or not, but I know that multiple of the children have already gotten heart transplants. Some of them are on mechanical hearts. Some of them are on waiting lists to get new hearts. I know that this is a fight for this family, and I just want to say that, you know, you guys are so strong, and I actually have to show this. I got to pull this out, and because it's amazing. So, if you're wondering, I do have letters. This is a letter from
I don't want to show it on camera.
the donor family, and this is actually from, it says, the daddy of our daughter. So this is that one. This is a letter to me and my family, and it is from Sincerely Stacy, the recipient's mother. From Sincerely, Dad, Jason. And then this is so amazing. Even after going through surgeries and heart transplants, this little girl was still strong enough to, like, understand that the heart came from somewhere. And here, so being in family, these mean a lot to me. I still hold on to them. I keep them, I look at them, I pull them out. You guys are strong. Stay strong. I understand that, Sierra, you no longer have Nicholas's heart, but the gift for 9 years of having a new heart, it gave you 9 years. It's amazing how long a little 4.5-year-old boy's heart lasted in a little girl's. So, with that being said, you guys, you are always in my prayers. I pray for you guys. I think of you guys. I watch your guys' episodes on Lifetime and A&E, and I'm always watching it when you guys have a new show come up. Keep strong. You guys are an amazing family.
Is there anything you wanted to know about that TV show and the people they met?
So, you guys did meet some of Nicholas's family. That was Nicholas's father's side of the family. Unfortunately, if you look in all these pictures, you don't see a father in there. You just see me and my son. You see me and my little sister. You see me and my brother. I have pictures of me and my mom, my son. His father was absent. He really wasn't around. Maybe every once in a while on a Christmas he would pop in with gifts. But other than that, they really didn't know my son.
So after all that,
They tried to get to know him when they wanted to, when it was convenient for them. So whatever the memories they had, it was probably very limited because my son.
your son what?
My son had a very extended family, but only very few people got to be around him all the time. So I was not informed of the trip that the Herreras took to go and see you guys. I was told about 3 weeks later that they had went and seen the family because they heard that Sierra's heart was under attack and they wanted to go and meet Sierra before she got her new heart. I was not told about that. I was really sad about that. If I would have had an opportunity to go and meet you guys in person, I would have been there 100%. But unfortunately, in that situation, I did not know. I was not invited. I was not even asked to go. Everybody knew where I was, but that's how life goes. But it's okay. I'm alright with that. I'm sorry that happened to you guys, and I wish I would have been able to be there with you guys and to actually meet you guys at that point in time. So that is what I have to say about that.
And a lot of people don't realize that they may have seen you on TV show,
Yes.
and even the Bingham may have seen you on a TV show, but that was after Nicholas was passed away, correct?
Yes. So
you're just now getting to the point
shortly after
where...
my son had passed away, I did not know how to live. I lost myself. I didn't know what to do, who to trust, and how could I? I was 21 years old. A man that I had met and became friends with and married ended up brutally torturing my son and causing him to die of brain death. With that being said, I dove straight into drugs. I didn't know what else to do. The drugs became my best friend. I was actually probably unconsciously trying to kill myself in a way. I stayed up for multiple days at a time. I was not okay. My family was worried about me years into this because I ran away from my family. I ran away from everybody. I didn't trust anybody. I didn't know what to do. I finally started coming to my senses when my family pulled an intervention on me. Actually, the real intervention. Oh my goodness, the real intervention. A&E intervention. Everybody can go look at it. It's actually on.
But what year was that you did that?
That was 7 years ago. My son's been gone.
And now, how are you today?
I'm clean. I'm sober. I live life. I actually have a job. I can do things.
She can do this.
I can do this. I can talk to you guys. I can share it with you guys. It wasn't very easy. It was hard. It was a long trip. It was a long road to be able to get to the point that I am right now. But you guys deserve to know just as well. I have questions too, but some of my questions will probably never be answered that I need to have answered, but here are some of the answers to your guys' questions. So, yeah.
And you have a relationship with your father now.
Yeah. Me and my dad talk. I'm clean. My grandma don't have to worry about me no more. My sister, she FaceTimes me. I have 2 beautiful nieces now that I get to interact with and enjoy and send them gifts and be able to go and spend holidays with them. Yeah, I have my life back. Before I didn't. It was really bad. I was in a dark, scary place, and I finally came out of it, and I went on the intervention show. I've had a couple relapses since from, that was 7 years ago, so I've had a stable 5 years clean now. But I had a couple bumps once I got home, but then I had to change my relocation, had to meet new people. Well, I met this guy, but, yeah, my life has changed now. It's normal. It's good.
So after going through the organ donor program and living in the state, would you recommend it or not recommend it? How's your feeling about it? Did the organ donation help you able to cope with something like this even today?
Yeah, it was. It was really okay. So in my head is okay. Instead of losing my whole son, there's parts of my son that still continues on, and other people saved their lives. These people that were in a critical condition, they could have died. Their families could have experienced what I experienced. They could have, their parents would have lost a child like I lost a child, and that's really hard. It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through. Quitting drugs, that was easy. Losing my son, that was the most crippling thing that could have ever happened to me. But I've come through amazing recovery. I've come through amazing people. I've come to live life again, to know what life is, to be able to go and work a full-time job. 5 years ago, if you asked me if I could work, I would come up with every excuse out of the book. Oh, I'm too busy. I can't keep a stable job, or I can't work at 8 to 5. What are you talking about? I can't keep a schedule. I have obligations to do. I'm too busy for that. I have 300 text messages that I have to respond to. It was just one excuse after the next. But it was because I wasn't ready. But, after being clean for 3 years, I was actually able to step out and get a part-time job. Then I stepped out and got a full-time job. And then now I work full-time all the time. So it's been amazing.
And that's your hair length, right? From when you cut it?
Huh?
No, you've cut it before, right?
I had to cut the dead ends. Like, you always trim your hair. So every time I trim my hair, I've trimmed it probably about 5 times in the last 11 years. And each time I trim about that much off, make sure all the dead ends are gone. And so, yeah.
Show us your sweatshirt and what the back of it stands for.
It says Mommy.
Okay.
And then the blue ribbon stands for prevent child abuse. The angel wings is because he's my angel. Yeah. What else should I say?
Anything to Sierra because you know that she's, or even the Bingham family, like a thank you or anything for them taking the time to give you those
Yes.
letters to help you? I thank them.
Sierra, thank you. You're an amazing girl. You're an amazing young woman. Actually, now.
Well, she's about to graduate.
I know.
Or she did graduate.
I understand that you've had another heart transplant, and now you no longer have the one that came from my son, but that's okay because it gave you 9 years, 9 healthy years. Yes, you've had a couple ups and downs in the medical field or whatever. I've followed you. We've had a couple scares, but you're strong, girl. To your mom and dad, you guys are amazing parents. You guys keep a smile on your face. You guys get out there. You guys dance with your kids. You guys keep the hospitals alive. You know, you guys make the most out of each time that you have to be in a hard situation. You guys make it possible for those kids to keep a smile on their face, to keep positive. That's really hard to go and have that challenge every time you go to the hospital. Is one of my children not going to come home? And every time you guys go through a struggle, you're going to make me cry. Each time you guys go through that struggle, I watch on the updates that I follow you on, and you guys make it home again, and again, and again, and again, and these kids are so strong and they're fighters, and you guys are an amazing family, and thank you for the letters. I still hold on to them. They are precious to me. They stay in this box. They stay with me. My prayers are with your family, and thank you, and just being able to be connected through this unfortunate but very special and unique way. I'm very blessed, and that makes me feel good. And with all that being said, we'll go through a couple of pictures.
I want to point out the Spider-Man. See the Spider-Man there, guys?
That was actually...
There's like a lot of Spider-Mans. So yeah. I just want to point that out.
Well, no, that was his toy. That was actually, like, he went to bed with that thing. That was an actual Spider-Man cake, too.
He wanted that cake.
And these are my favorite ones. He slept on me. If I slept on my back, he slept on my belly. If I slept on my belly, he slept on my back. So, with that being said, you guys, that was a little bit about my story. This is how I deal with it. Every once in a while, I'll pull this box out and I'll look at the pictures and remind myself that, you know, he was amazing, and he's an amazing angel now, and I just keep his memory fresh, and I love him, and I miss him, and it's part of my life. But I still gotta wake up every day and keep on going, and put my work clothes on and go to work, and go and do laundry when I don't want to do laundry. Still gotta do life, but it took me a while to get there. So if anybody else out there watches and they've lost a child and it's recent, I just say stick in there. It gets easier. It'll never get less traumatic in your head, but it does get easier, and you can live life again, and you can keep on going. So with that being said, you guys stay strong, and hopefully I'll make another video here soon.